Hello and welcome to episode 79 of the Falls on a Hill podcast.
We interrupt this regularly scheduled recording of the Falls on a Hill podcast to sadly announce the death of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. Take a second, boys. Take a second.
Where do we go from here? Do we cancel the episode? It's the right thing to do.
She would have wanted us to carry on, I think.
Yeah. Regular listener was Liz.
A listener, if you will.
Lilibet.
Queen listener. Yeah, so she's I don't know what's the next step. That was funny. That was a funny bit. We didn't know what was going to happen next. The Queen died.
There's no script.
Everyone.
It's all
If you weren't paying attention to the world news.
Morrissey is a clairvoyant by the sounds of it. He knew
Did you
this
see
years
that thing
ago.
about what's his name from The Cure?
Robert Smith.
Robert Cure. He almost predicted it by being like a day off when she was going to die in an interview just randomly.
Wow. Well,
When did he
she
do
didn't
that?
have a
Like
cure,
last
did
week
she?
or was it years ago?
The day before it happened. No, I think it was a couple of years ago. Yeah. Queen's dead. Everyone, let's move on. Did you finish your little speech about our intro about
No, I didn't because I was rudely interrupted for
Yeah.
no apparent reason.
Come on, let's not stop
It was
everything. That would be
important
fucking
news.
mental, wouldn't it? If we
Yeah.
just shut down and stop
Yeah.
doing things.
Just all the fun
calm
stuff
and
like
carry on, eh?
football.
treatments and stuff.
Keep
God.
calm and carry on.
Yeah, so we are Falls on a Hill.
Raging.
This is a podcast. And this is where we bring you the latest news and our expert opinion on the newest releases in the world of music, evident by that real-time news bulletin from
So
our
real.
resident
Literally-
fucker right in the pussy man, Liam.
I'm connected to the White
Shut
House.
up, us.
I got that in seconds before.
To the White House.
So, yeah. Well, I had to go. It goes across the Atlantic and then back over.
Wow.
That's how hooked up I am.
Wow.
I'm on the president's line, baby.
You're so.
So, Liam,
Like right in the pussy.
are you staying in that get up the whole episode?
Well, it feels rude to take it off.
You know what
We
would
are-
have been better if
Just act like
I
the
would have
rude.
done the announcement and then you would have come in and said, "Fuck right in the pussy."
Oh, we really should have done that. Never mind,
well,
eh? Yeah, as you
we're
can
here now.
see, we are all wearing black to pay our respects. This is a very important time in our country's history, so they say.
Mm.
Yeah, as we said, it's cancelled a lot of stuff.
So
Um,
much.
For this podcast, mainly the Mercury Prize, which we were all eagerly awaiting. I was. These two probably wouldn't have watched it.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't. No.
So they've not
I was
happened.
furious, nevertheless.
Yes, of
when it was
course.
cancelled.
You reserve
your
your
behalf.
right to be furious about
Yes.
things that don't affect you. That is the beauty of being a
course.
Brit.
Patriotism. That's what that was.
So yeah, Mercury's haven't happened. There's no news on a rescheduled date. However, Self-Esteem, the wonderful Self-Esteem, Rebecca, great album, great person. What has she done, Liam?
She organised getting all of the food from the event to a local charity of some sort. I'm not actually sure of the complete details, but she did.
News.
I saw her on Twitter. She was very, she was very busy. I could see, trying to make sure all that lovely food didn't go to waste, which it probably would have because Brits. Why give it to someone else when you're not allowed? If you can't have it, no one else can.
In the bin.
Okay. But she made sure someone did, and someone did. So that's fair play.
Big up Self-Esteem, prioritise looking after people.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Lovely, Callum.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for that.
Yeah.
Anything else happened this week, or have you just not been able to function?
I've only just stopped crying. But it's we're in a state of national mourning.
Mhm.
Yeah, another fucking week of it.
Can't wait.
We get a day off though.
Yeah, we do.
Don't know about you, Cal.
I do, yeah, I actually do. I know. First
Lovely.
bank holiday Monday I've been off since I've
God.
started working.
Wish you would have
Thanks,
died
Liz.
more. What's the story? Maybe.
Bake Off tonight as well.
No, that's what she would have wanted.
No, you can bake off. Is that not being cancelled?
Oh, fucking hope no. It's the first episode. I've been well looking forward to it.
You can't have any fun. No fun is allowed.
No.
No fun is allowed.
No fun.
No
That's
fun.
why we're back.
Don't be stupid. You can't have fun when the Queen just died. God damn it.
You can't stop
And
the
poor
fools.
Charles. Poor Charles with his big, huge fingers. You
His
can't have
fucking
fun while this is happening.
Cumberland hands.
Fucking
Cumber
5
hands.
fingers.
Oh. Gizzard and the King. Whoa.
Whoa. The king.
Whoa.
We have a new king, everyone.
We have King Gizzard and we have a new King Lizard. The lizard man that is Charles with
indeed.
his huge crocodile sausage fingers. He loves jam music and the conserve. Conserve? Is that the word?
Yeah.
Sounded far too posh of a word for me to say.
Concert.
He loves jam. The Queen loved marmalade, apparently. She only met Panton like twice, but everyone seems to think they were best fucking mates.
Shagging.
But our king, King Charles, the third,
Yeah. Can you guys not
loves jam
I
bands.
can't say or think about King Charles without thinking of King Charles Cavalier Spaniel.
I'm the same, but with King Charles the musician, who I really like.
Just his fingers. I can't stop thinking of his fingers. That's all that
Toad
comes
in
to
the
my
hole
mind.
there.
Yeah, and those messages
Oh, don't.
to Camilla.
I want to be
Beautiful. Jam bands,
Your
the biggest of
tampon.
which is King Gizzard and the Wizard of the Lizards and the Wizards. Lots of them in the UK at the moment. They have announced they're releasing 3 for King Charles III. New albums this very year, in the next month, which is October, which will be
in a time of
T-minus-
national mourning.
T-minus 30
The disrespect.
from the Queen's death. Something like that. They're releasing 3 albums. I meant to have all the information ready, but I didn't. Tell me what you think about the fact they're doing that during a time of national mourning, Yanni.
I'm fucking livid.
You
Would you
livid?
say you're livid with it?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
I mean, fair play to them. The king is going straight into national duty, so you can't knock him in that regard.
I'll find a way. Yeah.
The
How do
first
I
of
feel
which-
about it?
on.
3 King Gizzard albums that we've got to cover. I'm
We are, yeah.
not looking forward to it, if I'm honest with you.
Well, we've got a special plan coming up. There are 2 released within the same week, I think, like Wednesday and Friday or something stupid like that. And then there's another one coming a few weeks later. We're going to wait for the last one to come out, and then we're going to do a King Giz special and smash all 3 of them in the ass.
I think we should maybe get
Um,
drunk for that episode because we might need it.
Oh, happy.
Yeah.
Happy to do so. Do I need to be drunk
Oh,
all day, though,
God.
to listen to the music? Is that
Well, I'm hoping that you'll be better prepared than having to listen to 3 King Giz albums in one day. Otherwise, you will die. That's just the rule.
Well, we'll see. Let me tell you about these albums. The first one is called Ice, Death, Planets, Lungs, Mushrooms, and Lava.
Catchy.
Great album art. Very catchy. You won't forget that in a hurry. And I'm going to tell you about it says on their website, a few dot points, which I like that term, dot points, as opposed to bullet points. It's a bit more pacifistic. The Queen would have loved that. About Ice, Death, Planets, Lungs, Mushrooms, and Lava. It's King Gizzard's 21st album.
Mental.
Each band member adopted a totem.
Of course.
Given a totem a home, it's, prioritise looking after each other. Built around the 7 Greek modes. Yanni? I'm sure you're glad to hear that. Collaborative, which is always good in a place of work. And jammy. So once again, linking back to King
Conserve.
Charles there, loves strawberry jam, of course. Fuck raspberry jam. Some lovely vinyl variants on that as well. I won't go into them. The next one is called Laminated Denim.
That'd be a fucking
I
nightmare.
like that. I like that.
Yeah, I kind of like it too. That's that Jay-Z gif. That's
Yeah.
how I feel towards Laminated Denim. I think they released something not long ago called Timeland, which was like an old thing that had kind of resurfaced, and I think this is supposed to be like an extension of that. And because I think the actual name is a anagram of Timeland. It's actually 2 songs. This album, Laminated Denim, 2 15-minute songs. So that'd be called an album. A few dot points about Laminated Denim. King Gizzard's 22nd album. Oh, here we go. This is a good little dot point. spiritual successor to Made in Timeland. So I was pretty right there. And third dot point, again, for our king. Long live the king. It's Jammy. And then the last album we got, we're getting there. We're almost at the end. Fucking King Gizzard, ruining our lives. Is Changes. Now, the album art to this one looks fun. Looks like it's going to be a nice, light, fun album. I'm hoping. You should check it out if you haven't seen it already. Looks nice. This one, actually, they've got a load of different sleeves on the vinyl, which is kind of cool, and loads of different variants. They've all got loads of different variants, the king of vinyl. A few dots about Changes. King Gizzard's 23rd album. Yeah, you guessed it. It goes up one at a time. This one has been 5 years in the making. They've said this one is considered.
Fucking hell.
Yeah. So, hold your fucking tits, boys, because we don't know what's going to happen here. And the last dot point is D major / F sharp major. So, you can deduce from that what you want about the Changes, the 23rd album by King Gizzard. But I know that we're going to have a grand old time listening to our Australian brethren, who were also mourning at this. Just a reminder here, the Queen Elizabeth II sadly passed away at the beginning of this podcast.
Too young.
Gone far too soon.
I didn't see it coming.
No.
I thought at least another 20 years. Was a lizard, so they live a long time. What's next up in the news? Anyone? Why is this next?
I didn't put this here.
I
didn't do anything actually. So
I thought it would be a nice pick me up after the really sad news that we just had.
What, King Gizzard?
No,
they release 3 albums every year, mate. You should get used to it by now.
The Queen, I mean, I haven't even been able to think of anything else since you broke the news.
No, I miss Freddie too.
But the world, we've been through a pandemic in the last few years. The world is slowly getting back to the shit state it was in before. Nickelback are back.
Wow, nice.
To make us all feel better. Their 10th studio album, Get Rolling. No G in that. There is an apostrophe.
Nice.
Yep,
I like that.
Is going to be released on November 18th, 2022. They have released a first single, San Quentin, which we will listen to in.
Woo!
Where is it on the list? Where is it on the list? I'm going to say 24 minutes.
Don't let me in at San Quentin.
Spoiler alert. I don't think we're going to listen to this album. But, fun times nonetheless.
Carl, was that 23 minutes? Sorry.
24.
24 minutes. Okay, let me just start.
So it'll be about 38, 39.
39, 20 for me on my time schedule.
All right, lovely.
Up next on the news.
Billy No Mates has announced an album, Cacti, is coming out January 13th. Again, we are listening to 2 of her tracks later on.
Mm-hmm.
That's all for that. And
we hope she makes some friends before January.
And Reverend and the Makers have announced a tour. Don't know when it is, don't know where they're going, but
I
quite like the song. They're doing a show in Liverpool. I was going to do it. We like Reverend and the Makers. They're good people.
Yeah, very good. Thank you very much, there. That's been the news here at Fools and Hill. We don't let no fucker stop us. We are doing the real news now. Well, just then. But what we're going to do now is go into everyone's favourite segment, which is Yanni.
Hot off the press. Hot off the press.
I feel like I've got a mask on. I'm becoming a new human.
Mate, every now and then I look at you and I want to piss myself laughing. It's like I forget what you look like and then it just registers with my brain again.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, bloody hell, boys. We've missed something, didn't we?
Shit.
God.
The Queen.
I fucking miss her to the bits. Did you see when she was talking about cows? Like she's never seen cows before in her life. Oh, it's so fucking cute, isn't it? Oh, yeah. The Oreos. The Oreos. Beams is the track. We're going to cover it. This is a long track, isn't it, boys?
Unnecessarily long, I would say.
You could say.
You could use those words in that particular order to phrase it like that, yes.
Possibly it could.
Individual elements of this I enjoyed, and all of it flows very nicely into each other. However, I'm happy with the one listen I did with this.
Do you know what, Yanni?
Mirrors.
Butter me up and put some
please.
mirrors around me.
That's how it works.
I completely agree. If this was 3.5 minutes, I'd have enjoyed it. I did enjoy it with it being 7 minutes, but as you poignantly said, this will be a one listen thing.
Poignant.
Well, boys, listen, I've had a tough week this week.
Oh, Liam. It's been tough for us all.
Mate.
The nation is mourning.
Yeah, I think specifically for me, I just fucking missed the summer, you know? This cold weather, this rain, it's really getting me down. But this song, I've got something playing in my ears now. Oh, it's Bjork. That's great. That's really put me off. Turn that off. This song, I have listened to multiple times. I very much enjoy this song and its elements. I think maybe it goes on a little bit too long, and the slightly like electronic part at the ending isn't completely necessary for me. But I am a big fan of this song. I love it when it kicks in. Tell me when it kicks in. What's that song? Oh,
Ed Sheeran.
And I think this is quite a far cry from what I've heard. Far Cry 4.
Far Cry 4.
From what I've heard from the Oreos in the past.
Boom.
Well,
Go on, Carl. Me.
I've been playing Far Cry 3 lately.
Yeah, good.
Go on.
Completely
Good.
And you said that you're sad about summer ending. This is completely
Yeah.
off kilter.
Go
I
on.
started Gilmore Girls. Thank you. I've been waiting for this to tell you. I was
How far are you?
like 6 episodes in. I'm really enjoying it.
Of course you are, 'cause it's fucking great.
But it's autumn viewing, isn't it? So I've been told
Definitely
that's
is.
fucking 10 months since Karis finished it last year.
Yeah. Well, I never finished it. I kind of just dropped off at some point because I started watching something else.
Well, get back on it.
You know, as soon as the leaves on the tree outside the house are orange, I'll be cracking on and getting that finished.
Well, I bought a big Halloween mug and we got a nice chocolate mocha candle. So I was feeling autumny and I was like, right, it's time to start Gilmore Girls. And I'm having a great time.
What a dream.
What dream?
What dream. What were we...
Who knows?
What are we here for?
Are we finished with the Oreos?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Moving to this week. Sad week, everyone. The Queen's dead. We've got the first track is Pixies with the song Dregs of the Wine. I've never used these two words together when we've been reviewing a track before, but are you ready? Weak sauce.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a sauce there. There's something that's lubricating, but there's nothing to it. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
I get it.
I thought this track was better than the last one they released. And I wouldn't say but I tolerated the softer moments because the heavy moments were also soft. But the soft moments were meant to be soft, so they were done well.
Wow. English
language.
Mm-hmm.
English A level. I've got.
Wow, fucking hell.
Samesies.
Claps all around.
I know.
You know.
We've got the
get over yourselves, boys. The Queen's just fucking died and you're bragging. Being braggadocious. What's the word?
Braggadocious.
Brigadacious. Doesn't matter. But this song for me, I kind of enjoyed the chorus a little bit, but yeah, overall it's just lacking. Yeah. And I was trying to just think in my head. I was trying to compare it to the last.
That's really good, Liam. That's really good. Thank you, Liam. Thank you.
You're interrupting my regularly scheduled podcast here, Yanni.
Yeah.
And for what?
To tell you that I want to move on. I might even, because I did that, Liam, I might even say the word sorry.
Thank you. I appreciate that in this time of morning.
I'm going to give you the key to the city.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Fucking hell.
This sorry track, Key to the City, that's what it's called, is a solid, rock solid album track. Not sure about it as a single though.
Yeah.
Absolutely fair.
I'd just like to say as well, I hope you're all impressed by the improv we did at the start of the episode, because that is normally what we get, the whole Key to the City thing. Just appreciate it while it's there. I quite liked this track, to be honest. I enjoyed the vocal melody, despite it being quite straight to the point and a bit obvious. I thought it worked well. And I really enjoyed their two vocals together. It's good.
Well, I'm glad to hear that, Carl. I also enjoy this song, but I agree with you, Yanni, that it's definitely an album track. I don't feel like this album has grabbed me anywhere near as much as the first album did, but I enjoy it in a slightly different way, I think. But yeah, I'm not like, not blown away.
As we mentioned previously, we've got a new king.
What?
For 2022. King Gizzard, that is.
Yeah.
With the song Ice 5. Funny enough, the Queen's probably on ice at this moment in time.
Yeah, I should be
this
5
song,
foot under soon enough.
Yeah. The song, not for me, really could not grasp any aspect of this that I enjoyed.
I like the sound of it. I thought it was quite funky. It kept me engaged for about 3 minutes. And then I just questioned why it was 10 minutes long, which is based on Liam's dot points from the King's speech in What's the Story. This is like a nice quick one compared to the second album, 15-minute songs. It's too much. It's too much.
That could be said. I think this is, they're just jamming, just jamming. In recognition of our Queen,
Conserve.
And I think that it's a good jam. It's good. They're just having a good time. It's one for the deadheads. Like me,
like our Queen.
I'm a deadhead. Our Queen, the Les.
They're nice 5 now, Yanni.
But yeah, like I fine for the first listen. And like if I had the album on, I think obviously you just listen to it as part of the album. It wouldn't be a big deal, but it's you can't expect anything kind of anything. You can't expect anything in life because one day the person
one day
who
you're
lives
alive,
there,
one day you're dead.
and next she's gone, and no one prepares you for that, and no one cares about you afterwards. It's all I just wish Paddington was here to.
But in times like these, it's good that we've got the next band, isn't it? Courteeners.
They're back, boys. They are back.
They're back.
With a song that wasn't good enough to be released 15 years ago.
And probably should have stayed that way. It'll take more than a weekend away to fix this mess. My review, the words I've written, but I'll audibly do it. There you go.
Yeah, spot on, mate.
Yeah, I absolutely hate the chorus melody. Does not fit. It is forced. Verses were all right, but only okay. It's just understandable why it wasn't released then. So why release it now?
Why put it on the fucking list? That's what I want to know.
Honestly, there is a fucking rat in this group. Let me tell you right now. They need to be eliminated. Callum. My one thought here is that the Queen did not die for this.
Was she alive to hear this track?
I think it's what killed her off. Because it's so shit. That's it.
That was the joke you were making? Oh my god, I'm glad you explained that to us.
I was just clarifying that I also think it's shit. But the Queen, I've said the Queen thought it was shit, and so she died.
Yeah.
Do you need me to explain it further, Yanni? Or, come on.
Yes, please. I didn't get it the first time when you didn't.
The Queen died, if you were not aware.
What?
Yeah. And now we have a king.
Brand new information.
God's sake. Dry cleaning. Another song, obviously, because that's what we do. We just talk about songs. That's all we seem to do. What's the point? Queen's dead. What's the fucking point? The song is called Gary Ashby. From what I can recall, and I need to emphasize that specific sentence first of all. This is my favorite tune of theirs. I think the
Well,
music is catchy AF.
Yanni, funny you should say that, my boy, because I have written
Bother.
down
Yeah.
that the music in this song sounds identical to something that you would send me that you've created.
Oh, that's probably why I like it then.
Yeah, just the tones and the strumming pattern,
You know all about my
particularly in the
strumming, don't
bit
you?
where it's more chordy than riffy, or I assume
Oh.
it's the chorus. But yeah, this is a very Yanni song. The artwork, phenomenal. The guitar is really good. Vocals are as expected, but I feel they get a little bit lost. I don't feel the song is actually catered towards the vocals, which I think drag cleaning usually do quite well. But I like the song. I just think the vocals kind of get lost a bit.
Yeah, I enjoyed this one too. I do think this is possibly the weakest of the singles so far for the new album, but I still think it's pretty solid. It's just a bit too repetitive. Some of the guitar sounds remind me a bit of Mr. Marr, Mr. Johnny Marr.
Well, comparisons have been made between me and Mr. Marr, so all lines up there, I think.
Yeah, both
Alex,
friends with a and it, carry on.
Okay. Alex G is back with the song Miracles.
What up?
I like this. I enjoy when he does this kind of thing. He's very good at it, and it was very pleasant for my ears.
Yeah, I liked some of the vocals, but I just can't, for the life of me, understand where this album is going.
Just don't,
What is happening?
don't try and guess.
Is this a thing for formerly Sandy Man?
I definitely thought the same thing about his last album from the singles and
Okay.
from many listens, and it was only recently that I've listened to it and thought, oh, I get it.
Okay, well, fair enough.
So just wait and see, I guess. But yeah, I really like this. I think it sounds great. This is kind of what I love from Alex as well. And yeah, I think it just sounds very lovely, very nice. It's nice to just have a very straight kind of nice tune from the man.
Nice.
Nice.
Joe with the song Half Life. Joe. Out of hit or miss, I would go with miss on this one.
Oh, wow.
Naughty solo. Can't deny that. Naughty solo. The tones on
No
that are
denial.
should be locked up. God damn it. But nothing else really did it for me.
I agree. It's definitely my least favorite of the four so far. There were some nice harmonies throughout. Solo was very good, as you said. It's decent, and I think this is a sign that maybe the more album filler tracks of this record will be better than 2020. But this is a single, so that kind of doesn't really make any sense. But we'll see. We'll see.
I quite enjoyed this. I feel like this has given me what I wish. No,
You left the window open, mate. It's quite a strong breeze coming through there.
I was just farting there, and that's a little wispy. No, that was a very childish joke.
It really was.
Because we've all reverted to our childhoods.
Move along. Come on.
Trauma of the
on.
last week. What was I going to say? Oh, this is kind of like what I want from Tame Impala. It reminds me more of their kind of older stuff a little bit. When we make comparisons with Joe and Tame Impala, as opposed to Tame Impala's newer stuff, and I quite like that sound more. And I just liked some of the sound in this song. Some of the synth sounded very like floral shoppy, and it was nice. Yeah, I thought it was alright.
Just in case anyone doesn't know as well, Joe is Joe Keery from Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah, of course. We have to mention that every time.
I'm not listening to him again.
Moving on. Are we doing this one that has no song title next to it? Because I've not listened to it.
What is it?
It's
Yeah,
called
Lewis
Forget Me.
Capaldi is back with the song "Forget Me." Sorry, Liam. Didn't think
Thank
he'd be
you.
that on the ball, to be quite frank. 10 years of friendship has given me no suggestion that you were ever on the ball.
Don't know why.
The verses sound
10
pretty
years. You've known each
different.
other since primary school, though, haven't you?
Oh,
We were in the same pod in the womb.
how could I
That's
forget
how it works
me?
in the womb.
Uh,
Pod.
Yeah, the verses sound pretty different to what I would imagine Lewis Capaldi does. But the chorus I thought was
Have you
very
not
good.
listened to Lewis Capaldi, Callum?
I quite like Grace. Grace is a good song.
Okay, so okay.
Yeah, the chorus is very good. He's got a hell of a voice. I don't dislike it, but it's just not for me. I do like him though.
I like him as well. Seems like a good guy. And his voice sounds really good on this. The song is very generic. Too generic for my liking. And like the chorus is just too, it like happens. I don't even know if it happens too many times, but I was sick of hearing it by the end of the song. Sorry, Cal. Sorry to upset you there.
Moving on.
Just before we do move on,
Oh, you bitch.
could we just take a split-second break because I need to delete some. I need to make some space on my phone for recording the video.
Oh, lovely. I love when this happens.
So we can have a
At
break,
least
or
when I
just-
do it, I do it midway through segment. I don't do it midway through segments.
I was 20 seconds off that video just deleting itself. So, well, I don't know if it would delete itself. I might just stop. But
Filler.
I mean, we can just carry on if you want, and I'll just be a black space, baby.
Yeah,
Or
go
write
on.
your name.
Nickelback
Yeah.
are back 6 minutes ahead of schedule.
No,
With the
well
track
behind schedule.
San
Oh no, yeah, sorry, you're right. Yeah.
Quentin. We said it in the group chat this week, boys, but I am in awe of how evident this plagiarism is. It's very admirable that they have just not given any fucks.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who are they plagiarising, Cal?
Metallica.
There you
With
go.
a bit of AC/DC. A little bit of AC/DC in there. But it's very Metallica. It's very bad. The solo, didn't mind it. Did not mind it. But it's very bad. But he wanted to be a rock star, and well, Chad, I suppose you could say
Imagine
he's a
being
rock
called
star.
Chad.
Oh, that was
Fuck it.
Nickelback, wasn't it? Jesus Christ, what a life they've had.
Hmm.
You know how you remind me.
Yeah.
Photographed and rockstar.
Look at
and
this
now
graph.
this.
Are you back in video form, Ian?
I am, yeah, yeah.
Oh fuck! I was worried for a second.
Breaking news. Billy No Mates. Next. 2 tracks to cover for some reason. Balance is Gone and Blue Bones in brackets Death Wish. First song and second song, I like the bass quite a lot. In the first song in particular, I like the guitar riff that comes in. Probably my favourite out of the two. But overall, really just not asked about these tracks at all.
After the EP Emergency Telephone, I was quite excited to see these. I was left a little bit disappointed. I did like them both, but I don't like them anywhere near as much as I like stuff off them. I preferred Blue Bones, Death Wish. The bass sounded great, as you said, and I thought Billy's voice sounded very good on both of them. But yeah, nothing too amazing.
Well, I fairly recently got quite into Billy No Mates and went back and listened to her first album and the EP. And also the song Blue Bones, which you're going to be annoyed here because it has been out since April. However,
Yeah, I did think
You
it would have
son
been.
of a bitch.
with this release, they added the Death Wish in brackets, so I assumed it was a different version at least, but it turns out it is exactly the same. And the single version has been changed to add the brackets part. But I think any excuse to listen to that song because I absolutely love Blue Bones. Absolutely love it. It's one of my favourite songs of the year. I think it's great. There's something about a voice that really just gets to me. It feels very nostalgic. It feels homely in a way. Nice. And then the dirty bass is great as well. And I think the new track Balance Is Gone lives up pretty well to it as well. I think that I'm very much looking forward to Cacti coming next year. Personally.
Okay. Moving on. Mets with the song Come On Down featuring Joe Talbot of Idols fame. Joe's vocals on this were phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Probably
Yeah,
one of his
true.
best vocal performances across the fucking board. I wasn't in the mood for the actual track. It was too heavy, and I'd already listened to everything else beforehand and still had more to go. So the heaviness at 1 o'clock in the morning, I listened to it, was not enjoyable. But I still could appreciate, like I say, Joe's vocals were phenomenal.
They really, really were. But I don't know if it was just the speaker I was listening to it through. Thought they were a tiny bit too buried in the mix. Thought they could have been a bit more accentuated. The track, though, I feel like I might have also been flagging a bit like you were, Jan. And maybe I'll give it another go because I do like Joe Talbot. But it just was not doing it for me at all. I really didn't like it. But we had a lot to listen to this week and I was tired.
I happen to wholeheartedly agree with every single dot point that has been made from both of my fellow fools. Every single point. If you go back and listen to what they both said, imagine I was saying it, because I was thinking the same thing. All right? So I won't say it again.
Okay, thanks. Next up, we have The Wave, which is Graham Coxon and Rose Eleanor Dougal.
Dougal, probably. Dougal.
I said
Dougal.
I
Dougal.
knew it'd be wrong, whatever I said.
If you'd have said Dougal, you'd have said Dougal.
I know.
I wouldn't.
Fucking prick.
I think it's Dougal. I wouldn't.
I'm mourning here,
Come
Liam,
on.
you prick.
Sorry,
The
RIP.
song is called Can I Call You? The answer is no. Please don't
Well-
call me. I didn't enjoy
Yes,
this song.
It's not a question either because there's no punctuation, so that instantly marks it down.
English A levels, guys. Come on.
Thank you. I enjoyed it more as it went on, but that is not to say that I enjoyed it.
I quite like the rose. I think I said that. The rose element of the song, kind of haunting. I mean, nothing really grabbed me. I then liked it when it kicked in, big styly. But Graham Coxon, I just didn't need to hear his voice as much as I did, and it really just didn't sound good to me. You know, it didn't at all. I liked the music. I liked what was going on. But that really tainted it for me, to be quite honest with you.
Wow.
Very just strong accent coming through, and it was just a bit irritating.
Speaking
Sorry to say
of
grey.
irritating, the next track is Curious/Furious by the artist Willow. Why does she always get added to our list of things to review? Hated every second. Those are my exact words.
It's pop punk, so it's rock. You know, we cover all elements of rock. On
Every
this podcast.
single rock track ever
Rock and roll,
released. We cover
yeah.
it. We're on it.
I think the style suits her, but it is not a style that I enjoy.
I think the style suits her. I
But
think
this
this
is
is a
not the style
fairly
I
alright
enjoy.
song. Sorry?
I thought you were just going to say the exact same thing as you said.
I have my own mind, Yanni. Alright? Yeah, sometimes. Let me fucking tell you. I think the suits her, and I kind of think it's alright. If it was on the radio, I'd bopping away. It's one of them. I think the more you listen to it, it's got an alright little tune.
I doubt my friendship many times, but in particular when we talk about music on this pod.
Good.
Just another reminder. We've gone a while without saying it. Queen's dead. Moving on. Glows. With the song. Wait, no, that's not right. That's the wrong way around, isn't it?
No, that is the right way around.
Oh, what? I'm confused. Oh, because
The
song is called
the
Post
EP. The song is called Post Punk. It's off an EP called Post Punk. We're not covering the EP Post Punk. We're covering the song Post Punk by the band Glows. Not to give it a glowing review. Uncomfortable listening. Did not enjoy this.
I asked the question why.
Indeed.
Why? I quite enjoyed this in a weird way. Yeah.
This
It
has been a
kept me-
long
kept-
week. The Queen's dead.
It kept me engaged throughout. I was kind of hooked. It was like, it was. I don't know. I like the sounds going on, and I like the actual kind of song that I felt was happening while I was listening to it. Somewhere, deep down.
Can I just ask, do you feel like you've transformed into a separate character? Is that why all these things are coming out your mouth that I just wouldn't expect?
Listen, you don't know everything about me.
Are
There are
you a
parts
method
of me
actor?
that are hidden deep down, and may be unleashed, given a very specific worldwide event. I don't know what that would be, but it might come out. I like the song anyway, so go over it.
Last, it's the song Money Talks by the band Hallan. Or is it Welsh? How would that be pronounced, boys?
Hassan.
Hallan. Another Yard act.
Well, I would
think
like
he's
to
Not on the money.
officially crown Hassan as this week's recipient of Track of the Week.
I'd like to smack that out of your hands.
I fucking love this song. The sample, lovely. Vocals were top notch. I just think it was worked great. I don't know if this was because I left it a good hour and a bit before listening to this after the last track, but I liked it a lot.
I'm glad to hear that, Con. Because I also like this quite a lot.
Yeah, man.
Yanni, stop shaking your head. You clearly mourning, and we all stand by you on that. But don't knock the enjoyment of others out of the room. I enjoyed this. I also went back and listened to the other track that they released recently because they're both out on a 7-inch single for £9. £9 though.
Oh.
But yeah, I enjoyed this. I thought it was good. I thought
Truss is
it
Britain.
was very enjoyable. Fucking Truss. But that's that from me. And that's that from us on the Hot Off the Press segment of the Fools and Hell podcast.
It is.
I'd like to take a second to say long live the king. We are your loyal subject. And we will do as you please, when you pleaseth.
Album Spotlight's next.
Oh, boys. It's good to be back. It's good to be back in the land of the album Spotlight. We've had a little bit of a hiatus, but we thought to honour the Queen, it was the only thing that was right. Now,
Yeah.
I was quite close friends with the Queen, and I had a nickname. I had a nickname for her.
Go on.
And it was Jennifer B. Now she'll understand. Well, she would have understood that. So this album Spotlight,
sure she would, yeah.
This album Spotlight is dedicated to Lilybet. I love you, Jennifer B. By Jockstrap.
It's funny because my nickname for her was Jockstrap.
I thought you'd go with Star Wars then.
Track by track, boys. The first song, Neon. I really like the outro to this specific tune. Don't think it was that bad a track, to be honest, overall.
What a lovely review.
Yeah.
Not that bad.
No, not that bad. I was expecting a lot worse. If I'm honest with you, I was expecting dread in this album. And surprise, mild enjoyment.
Wow.
Yeah, I thought it was a good opener. It set the mood well.
He
I
didn't
also
have much
agree
to
with
say.
that.
You can tell because he used them words.
That is true. Yeah. I relatively enjoyed this. It wasn't exactly what I was kind of hoping for, but also not unexpected. And I think it was a good start to the album. But moving on to our next song, I think that dropped very quickly for me. Didn't enjoy Jennifer B.
Nope.
Poor Queenie.
I just didn't. I don't know. Just don't get it. It's just not enjoyable in any way. I kind of get the musical aspect. I think it's pretty well done in what it is.
Liam,
But
you're literally taking the words away from me.
I didn't like it.
I liked the
Lyrics
sample.
were pretty good as well.
I liked the sample.
Sorry.
Thought that worked well, and it gave me Jamie XX vibes.
Yeah. Liam, just to use your words. I like the musical aspects, but too much of nothing going on.
Yeah.
Moving on.
About the second song as well. Sorry, just to jump back in. I just think like that's such a strange song to put as your second song on the album. Like fair enough, halfway through or right like just before the last couple like 2 songs or so. But sorry, Yanni, fucking hell, I'm allowed an opinion, man. All right.
When it's your turn.
It's always my turn.
Moving on. Greatest hits. That's the name of the track.
Queen Greatest Hits.
Obviously. I put Yeah Man, Like This.
I
yeah,
liked
man,
it too.
like this too.
But I have absolutely no idea how you review a song like this.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, isn't it? This one. That's one thing about this. Just to jump ahead a little bit about this whole album is it's a little bit of a lack of cohesion through some of the songs, and there's a bit all over the shop a little bit.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy Greatest Hits, and I think her singing's really good in this. She's got a fantastic voice.
Cracking.
Hasn't she just?
Let me just put that out there. And there's certain notes she sings that like, feels good. You know what I mean? It feels good to listen to.
Right, Nicole.
Well, I really noticed her voice in the next track. What's it all about? I thought
Tell me.
vocals really did carry the track, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, nothing more I can add to that.
Well, this isn't going to be a separate YouTube clip, is it? This album review.
It's a tough one. It's a very tough one to talk about because there's nothing that kind of lasts between the songs. Like you can't say how the guitar matches from one song to the next or whatever. Each song's are completely different. I like the more like kind of cinematic cinematic aspect of this song. I think that's very nice.
Mate. Yeah,
thank you, mate.
Lock it in.
Locked in. And yeah, the vocals are great, and the song itself was quite nice. You know, it was a good song in that respect.
Concrete Over Water is the name of the next one. I like this. My only gripe is that I just wish it came in harder.
Yeah.
So much harder. I was really expecting it to, and it just didn't. Not so much a wet fart.
Liam knows all about those.
Yeah. To be honest, I'd probably compare it to what he did because that was more than a wet fart.
Stay tuned for the outro for that one.
Yeah. I just wish it came in harder, basically.
I agree. I wish it came in a bit harder. Sorry, Cal, you're leaving too much of a gap here. Look, the order goes out the window when there's a gap. We're in a rush.
For half a second.
There's important business in the world going on.
Fuck.
We don't know who's next to go, and we need to seize the moment. Carpe diem and all that. You know, King might be dead in a minute. I forgot what I was going to say. So, Cal, if you can remember, you can crack on.
Fuck off. I still like this track as much as I did when I first heard it. I agree it could have come in harder at least the second time, but I think it's a great blend between lovely and weird as fuck, which is it's what I'm here for.
It is a lovely blend between lovely and lovingly weird. Yeah, I think this is one of the best tracks on the album. Considered is a good word to use here for this one, I think. Right, put that right out the arsehole. And I enjoy it. Yeah. Thanks.
Okay, Angst, name of the next track. Didn't really care for that. And the ending, any fucking need? Like, literally any fucking need for that ending. It really didn't sit well with me whatsoever.
It didn't sit well with me. Was that fast enough for you, Liam?
I couldn't even
fucking
keep up,
hell.
mate.
I
couldn't even keep
so
up.
much.
It was weird, but it was a nice thing that happened. I don't know. It made me sit up and notice a bit at the end of the track, which normally I'd fade out. I don't know. Worked well. It was a good track.
Do you know what? I agree with one of you. All right. And to find out who it is, you must fight to the death before our king. Gizzard. Who do you think I agree with? Go on. Yanni, you say who?
Don't care.
No. Carl, you say who?
It's me.
It's you. Yeah, spot on. 10 points to Calendar. No, I quite liked the thing at the end. I thought it was quite an interesting artistic choice. And it wasn't like... it wasn't too overdone. That you could still hear what she was saying, and you could still hear the melody and stuff. And I thought it was pretty cool. Go with yourself, Yanni.
Pretty
Fucking
cool.
hell.
Deborah is the name of the next one.
I've asked you to not call me Deborah.
Sorry.
Oh, it's got to.
I got with the synth kind of Middle Eastern vibes with the synth when it came in, with the sort of melodic choice that it was chosen for. And the sounds were very Crystal Castle-esque for me. This is where it came out, very 8-bitty. Cano's all about bitty.
That's the key phrase there. 8-bitty. I thought it was video gaming. So I'm glad that idea was shared amongst the group. It had a good hook, a good synth hook. Felt different. Don't really know why, because it probably didn't. Good shit though, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't particularly love this song, if I'm being honest with you. I didn't. I didn't get Crystal Castle's vibes as much as I got MIA.
I got her as well.
Well, no one asked. Yanni, speaking your own turn, as you say.
Missing in action.
Yeah. Multi. Every single word I thought of I was inappropriate. I couldn't, for some reason, couldn't think. Not even like overly, just slightly. Let's stop there anyway. I didn't love this song. I thought it's just a bit annoying, really. And again, like the mixedness of this album isn't gelling with me at this point. You know.
Go on, Yanni. Best accent for the name of this track.
Glasgow.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Thank you.
All right.
I've been practicing that 1 second. Glasgow is the name of the next track. I can't remember if I said I enjoyed it, but let's just pretend I did when we reviewed it separately. So we did cover this before, didn't we?
We did.
Okay.
Yes.
Still didn't ask you, Liam. Still like this one from when we reviewed it. The little rundown that happens in the chorus is very pleasing to, you guessed it, my ears.
Yeah, I agree. I think this is definitely top 3 on the record for me. Can understand why it's a single. As far as this album's gone, it's one of the most accessible. Very, very good.
It's absolutely the best song on this album. For me. Okay. And top 10 of the year. I think it's a great tune. Love a bit of Glasgow, you know? All right. Say it in a Scottish way, but in an English accent. That's how I do it. I just really, really enjoy this song. I think the vocals are great. I love the little run-up guitar lines and stuff like that. Just the rhythm of it's great. It's all just great. It's really good. It's great.
Is it great?
It's great.
Moving on to what should have been the closer.
Oh, it's fucking...
Lancaster Court.
It's taking the word out of my mouth.
This reminded me melodically of Black Midi a bit. Don't know if you got those vibes.
I didn't.
Obviously, they don't go in as hard, but they're just melodic choices. And yeah, like I said, it should have been a closer. The way it sort of fades out, it becomes more roomy with the vocals, as if you sort of closing the door and it's gradually shutting, and then the end. Should have ended the album. Really should have. It's a shame that it didn't.
It really should have. I like the echo effects on the vocals, and I too said it is a good ender, and it should have been that.
Listen, you get no arguments from me, boys. Let me fucking tell you.
Argue with me.
Thank Christ.
You're not getting any. Am I okay by saying that? Oh, no.
No.
And now we come on
Paradox.
to my favourite Jockstrap song, 50/50. I fucking love this track. I don't know why. But why it's the ender, I'm not quite sure. It's just a massive banger.
As weird
this past week's got into you, Carl.
As weird as this album is, like and inconsistent, I don't even feel like this song fits on this album.
No, I completely agree with you there. It doesn't.
Did you get Crystal Castle's vibes from this, Ian?
Yeah, so I'm also the vocal, the effect on the vocals doing that.
He
I'll
has a
go out
go
for
at
5
me. He has a go
minutes,
at me.
and then I'll come back in.
But no, 'cause I was actually listening to it as you said that. I just thought, let me just take a second to consider this question that's being posed to me currently.
I think the single version's better. Sounds the same, but it's shorter.
Well, we can
No
agree
need
on
for the
that as well.
extended version.
Okay.
And that's it, everyone. Queen's dead.
That's-
Jockstrap are alive.
If you're watching the album Spotlight video and you've
Is there
gotten
gonna
this
be one?
far and wondering why we're all wearing black and I've got
Oh,
these
yeah.
6 shades on, as Callum has just announced, the Queen is dead.
Just
Long
announced.
live the King. He's just announced it. It's just happened now. She was a big fan of Siam Park, which is why I'm wearing my commemorative Siam Park hat. She loved Tenerife. There all the time on the strip. Not the only thing she was stripping. Am I right, Phil? R.I.P. And that's the end of the album Spotlight. We haven't done that. We need to rate. We need to get some rating.
Oh,
Rate the
fucking
Queen,
hell.
boys. Go on.
I thought-
Rate the
Rate-
monarchy.
Rate the Queen.
As far as queens go, in your
Well, I've only ever known
experience-
one. I've only ever known one.
Well, you've not travelled enough, have you?
Go
on then.
I'm going to rate the album, though. I'm going to rate
give
the
this
album a 7.
Oh, he's done it. Giving it a 7.
Yanni, you were going to skip ahead of everyone else.
I was
God
just-
damn
What's
it.
going on?
I was so
The Queen.
bored.
This has really got to us all, I think.
I will repeat. Order!
Oh, damn. 7 was it,
Cal.
Carl?
Oh,
7 it was, which I think is generous.
It is.
It is, because I'm giving it a 6.
And just like my good friend Liam, I'm going to give it a 6 as well. Which means, Liam, time for some
Maths,
maths.
please.
Go on.
Mode.
Is 6.
Start you off easy. Median.
Is 6.
Mean.
Is 6.33 recurring.
And then the range.
Is a little 1. Little tiny 1.
Little
baby 1.
boy. Tiny
Tiny
boy.
boy.
Tiny boy.
Thank you for
boy.
listening to this album review. That's where I'm going to cut for the album spotlight video. And then thank you very much for listening to this recording.
We hope that we have been able to provide
Yep.
some entertainment,
some
some solace,
Yes.
solace,
some comfort in
Mhm.
this
trying time.
in
And just a
this
good-
trying
good
time.
laugh, you know?
Here is an egg. I offer it to you.
Um,
Wanna do socials?
oh, I don't know why, but looking at Liam's just made me laugh again.
I'm very
Uh,
impressed that you stayed like that the whole
yeah,
way through. That
it's
is
fucking
dedication to
sweating.
the
I'm
cause.
starting to get a little bit itchy, if I'm being honest. I'm not that hot though. To be fair. My
Oh.
eyes,
Nits in
I
it. You've
keep
got
forgetting I've got
nits.
glasses on. These are really see-through, these sunglasses, in the sense that like there's no rim on them. So
What a dickhead.
no, listen to the next part of the sentence, you ass.
Whose sunglasses are they?
Well, they're not mine, Callum.
Mangoes.
They're
Okay,
not
good.
mangoes, are they? So
Well, no, I
use your
just-
critical thinking skills
Well, I
here,
didn't,
Mr. A-level.
I didn't want
And
to
fucking other
assume.
thing.
I didn't want to assume that they were Lydia's and then upset
I might
you.
take them though. I
Whoa.
might
Honestly, Liam, don't.
I might adopt these.
You looked a bit like
What?
Charlie Day when you did that. Then I think it was the receding hairline.
Fucking hell, brutal.
Yanni, do the fucking socials. No.
Instagram and Facebook at Falls in the Hill Podcast, Twitter at Falls in the Hill Pod. If you're watching us on YouTube, like, ding the bell, subscribe, comment your thoughts on the Queen's passing. And remember, sarcasm is key in a situation like this. It's been a pleasure to talk to you, Callum. Thanks, Liam.
Thank you.
And on that note, see you in the morning, boys. Catch you on the flip side, Liz. Right, just give me 1 second. I need to call Lydia because she's a fucking idiot.
You fucking idiot.
She was supposed to go out for a meal and she's just texted saying, I haven't got the car. Come and get the car then. Hello? Yeah, you going to get the car?
It's funny when you realise what he's dressed in.
I'll put Mike. I'll put him behind the fire. Okay. All right. See you in a second. All right.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is
So where were you when you found out?
Where was I? I was at home. Just about to start cooking tea. Carry on with my normal peasant life.
What were you cooking?
I don't know. The emotions became overwhelming, and I had to stop.
I just got home. I saw that she died because I drive to Hooton. So I saw that she died when I got to Hooton. And then when I got home, Karis was driving home at the same time, so we got home at a similar time. She sat down and she just shouted through, "She's dead!" She made me laugh.
Well, me and Mol were both on our phones, and we both turned to each other and went, "She died!" Both at the same time. But yeah, that's where I was.
Wow. Honestly, we listened to Greatest Hits Radio in work. Yesterday, someone genuinely requested "These Are the Days of Our Lives" by Queen for the Queen. What goes through people's minds?
We were in Tesco on the weekend, and they were just playing really somber music, and it was also freezing cold. And I turned to Molly and went, "They just want us to experience what she's experiencing right now."
Oh god, the Queen is dead. You can't have bloody till beepers on. You can't have the heat.
That's mad, isn't it?
You can't play songs with a BPM over 90.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I can't hear you. If you speak to me. Oh, gosh.
Why would we...
He's not coming through his mic anymore, is he?
Why would we have possibly been speaking to you?
I don't know if you're coming through your mic anymore, mate.
Sorry?
No.
I think he is.
Well, the ambient room noise of his shot, what it sounded like, came through the mic very well.
It was fucking loud. Don't you worry about that. Well, can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you sound like you're actually coming through the mic now. I don't understand that because you definitely didn't sound the same before.
It was a big boy.